Once you set your expectations correctly with these XR glasses, they're actually really, really cool. We're talking about the RayNeo Air 2s XR glasses from TCL. Now, full disclosure here, they sent me these for review. No money has changed hands. These are my thoughts and my thoughts only. Now, I've seen a number of videos out there, probably like you have, and I went on their website and I was quite intrigued because I've been using Apple Vision Pro for a number of months and I really enjoy it. And I thought it'd be cool, maybe try something a little bit smaller. Of course, not the same technology as Apple Vision Pro, but it can give you that sort of that small, lightweight device for content consumption versus Apple Vision Pro, which you can do content creation. You can do a lot of great things with it, right? Okay, when you look at these as an extension of your respective display on your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, or this Pocket TV device, which is essentially Android TV inside of this, once you realize this is an extension of that, these actually do a really good job. Now, they're not perfect. There are some things I wish were improved or I wish were better, but for the most part, for $400 US, even less with Black Friday sales going on right now and discounts out there, they're actually really, really nice. So let's talk a little bit more about these in terms of the design, the feel, real world performance, and all that great stuff. Okay, design of these. They're lightweight, 78 grams. And they look like a pair of Wayfarer glasses, okay? You've probably seen in the videos, you can adjust the nose bridge on them. There's 9 different points of adjustment. So you can adjust the temples in terms of the angle. You can, bend these in the back here to grab around your head better. You can adjust the nose bridge, pull it in, push it back, make it wider, narrower. There's so many ways you can adjust these. And they do a really good job with that. But I will tell you that when you first start adjusting these, especially the temple area where you can adjust the angle, you hear that? It sounds like you're gonna break the glasses. You're not. They're just very stiff. The good thing about that is once you set your position, it's not easy to knock them out. So if you pick them up, you put them on, they don't go out of whack really easily. You really have to put some effort or some force behind that, which is a good thing. Pretty easy to wear. For the most part, they look like sunglasses. Yeah, they're a little bit bulkier, a little bit front heavy here, but you can adjust that accordingly or just kind of just push them down the back of your ears and they pretty much sit okay. And I wore them for a longer period of time watching a movie and I felt no pain, no discomfort at all. They do a really good job with that. Now, they only come in one color, one design. The black tint on these is very dark. So while you can't see through them, like right now, I've got a light source here and a light source above me. I can barely see my camera in front of me at all. I can't see anything. It's really dark, which is good. So when you're projecting the image on the display, you're not gonna get much distractions. Now, again, if you're outdoors, bright daylight, it's still dark enough where you can still see the content that you're looking at, but you can also see your surroundings as well. And also you have light coming on the sides because they're glasses, okay? So there's no light seal like you would get out of an Apple Vision Pro. With that said though, it would be nice if there was some sort of cover that you could put on the front of these that could go completely black it out. So if you really wanna be in complete darkness while you're watching your content, or at least have the glasses dark while you're watching your content, that would help. But they don't make something like that yet. Maybe they will in the future, who knows? But so far, I really like using these in a variety of situations. Now, let's talk about the displays on this, because this is where marketing and real world are a little bit different. Okay, when you go to the website and you watch some videos out there, they say it's like a 200-inch display. 200 inches is very big. It's very big. Now, when I use Apple Vision Pro, you can make a display look like 200 inches. This, realistically, real world, is more like a 45 to 47-inch display when you look through it, okay? So we have to put things in perspective here. It's a very nice display, micro LED panels inside of this. It's really bright, great colors, 3 different color modes, standard, vibrant, and soft. 500 nits of brightness. It's a really nice display when you're dead center on it and when you're looking through these things. But 200 inches, I don't know where they got that number from. I'll be honest with you. I'd be curious to find out how they measure that, but I don't see it. Regardless, it's a very nice display to use. With that said, you probably mentioned when I said when you look at the center of the display, it's really good. Because one of the downsides to this display is that it actually is blurry on the edges. And no matter how you adjust the display or on your face, you're still gonna get a little bit of blurriness here. It's a bit of a downer because let's say you wanna use this for editing photos or video, or you wanna, read content and you're looking at edge-to-edge display, it's gonna be blurry there. So it's really better for movies or video where your subject and everything's in the center then at the sides, you don't really mind it so much, right? But if you're reliant on some sort of menu bar on the side, let's say for a Photoshop example, right? It's gonna be blurry, you can't see that out of this. Top and bottom can be like that as well. So you really have sort of a center point that's the prime point of these. And there's only one way to adjust the display outside of the manual adjustments, and that's with the Pocket TV. And I'll talk about that in a second because that setting, I feel, should be in these glasses. And we'll talk about that when I get into where it needs to be improved. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that's one of the caveats to this. Outside of that though, I really like the display when it's on point. Like for example, I was watching Return of the Jedi, just rewatching it and just testing out the glasses. And after about 15 minutes, I forgot I was wearing the glasses. I was just enjoying watching the movie. And I'm like, oh, wow, I don't feel like I'm wearing glasses when I'm watching this, which is a good thing because you want to wear this kind of tech and not think about it. And so they're successful in that regard. But another asset to watching content is sound. And that's where these marketing versus real world are a little bit different. Now you have 4 speakers on this. They say it's improved over the Air 2, if I'm not mistaken, or the RayNeo A2s. And while the speakers is 4 and they give you a nice sort of dynamic sound, they're not that loud. So if you're in a quiet room like in my studio here, it's okay, it's decent. It's not gonna be like Apple Vision Pro, no way, not even close, but it's decent. I would say it's slightly less volume than Ray-Ban Meta glasses, okay? So just to put things in perspective. So if you want to actually go take these outdoors, go to a cafe, you wanna go to a restaurant, you wanna go traveling with these, go on a train, airplane, you're gonna have to wear headphones regardless. But let's say a train, for example, they're not that loud, so you probably would use earbuds or headphones. But I would say this, let's say you're laying in bed with your partner, right? He or she's like,
turn off the TV, I wanna go to sleep.
You've heard that before, right? I got the t-shirt here, I do that all the time. I always get that. My partner's like, shut off the TV, I wanna go to sleep. These are perfect for that because you can watch your show. It's a beautiful display, especially when it's pitch black in your bedroom. The audio is not that loud out of this, so it works great. And there's a whisper mode as well, so you can turn that on. When you can turn the whisper mode on and people next to you can barely hear out of the glasses, so it sounds really quiet, but you still can hear the audio. It's a really nice tool for that. So that alone may be worth the price of these, especially if you run into that with your loved one or your partner at home at bedtime. Yeah, it happens to all of us. It is what it is. With that said, if you wear prescription glasses, what do? There's an insert that comes with these, which is really nice of RayNeo to include this in. And they look like old man spectacles if you look close up on that. But actually what you do is you just insert them into the glass and you just get your prescription respectively. Just talk to your optician if they can make this size of lens. Once you do that, it does make things a lot better in terms of viewing. But I would say I wear prescription glasses like my Vision Pro, I use the Zeiss inserts. For these, I'm pretty good without them, but I would say if you really need glasses, this comes with it. By the way, there's no battery inside of these in case you're wondering. They're powered by a USB-C to your respective device, phone, tablet, laptop, Pocket TV device respectively, so keep that in mind, okay? All right, so day-to-day usage are great. If you're into content consumption, you wanna just extend the display off your phone, your tablet, you wanna travel, and you just wanna just kind of, let's say you're in a hotel room and the TV's really bad or it doesn't work at all, these are perfect. Bedtime, perfect, absolutely awesome. Using them for a laptop, I would say, don't know if it makes sense because you need the display on your device while you're using this. You can't just shut the laptop down and do that, right? And you have to control the laptop too. You want to control the content that you're watching. So, I don't know for laptop, but phone, yeah. But that's where we get into the Pocket TV device here, which I would say definitely get this bundle if you have the option to, because this is Android TV inside of this. It has a 6,500 milliamp battery inside of this. You have 3 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of internal storage. You have an SD card slot expandable up to 2 terabytes of storage if you want to offload your content and put that on there like TV shows and movies to watch while you're traveling. This is great for that. Plus it can also charge your other devices as well while your glasses are plugged into this, which is really cool. And it's a really nice device. And with this, you can also adjust the display a little bit more, the zoom in and zoom out respectively, which I feel should be inside the glasses, but it's inside the Pocket TV. So that was something that I would say, RayNeo, if you could add that into your, like a firmware update for these glasses, that would be cool. So you don't rely on this because some people will just buy this for that alone, okay? But outside of that, Android TV experience, but there are some caveats to this. First and foremost, the apps are different. Netflix is not the native Netflix app that you get on Android TV. It's a web-based app. Also, you cannot save your offline content. For example, Disney Plus. If you want to download a movie and watch while you're traveling, you can't do that on this app. For some reason, I don't know why. You can do it on your iPhone, you can do it on your iPad, you can do it on your laptop, of course, but you can't do it on this device. Hopefully they can rectify that in the future, or Google can, because it sort of negates this a bit more because you want to download content to watch while you're traveling. This would be the perfect device for that because 6,500 milliamp battery, you could watch for hours with this thing. But as it stands right now, you need a Wi-Fi connection or data connection to it. So sync it to your phone, sync it to your Wi-Fi. If you're on a plane and the Wi-Fi is good enough, great. Here in Singapore, when we travel, basically you can do WhatsApp and messages and then that's it. So you can't use this at all. So it's a little bit unfortunate. Speaking of content, by the way, one more thing, you can watch spatial video on this. You can download the RayNeo XR app and you can actually watch spatial video, which is cool. So if you shoot that on your iPhone or on any other device and you want to see it, you can do that as well. But I mean, spatial video, it's still relatively new, but I think it's something that if you want to try it, these can actually see that. And it looks pretty good on the glasses. But outside of that though, this is more about content consumption, not content creation. So if you want to do editing or video editing, photo editing with these, it's going to be a bit challenging. But watching movies, watching your videos, reading documents, reading emails, these are actually really cool. And they, for $400 and even less now for Black Friday sales, I would say you're looking for a good Christmas gift for somebody or even for yourself, the Air 2s are actually not a bad piece of tech to have, in my personal opinion. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the glasses. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, like always, like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Greatly appreciate the support, and I'll chat to you all very, very soon. Bye.